Am I better now? Can you hear me? Wow, it's a little technical things. I think I'm going to stop this and start again, or I'm good now. Hold on. Am I right side up or am I wrong side wrong? Which way am I? Hello? Side wrong. Oh, now I'm good. Okay. All right. And I also have my headset on because lo and behold, the winds are blowing. As soon as I decided, hi Bridget, hi Becky, how are you? There. As soon as I decided to go live, oh, look at those 3 grapefruits. And Sami's right up here in a tree. I've never seen her climb a tree before, but she's up in the tree. And my hair looks okay. Good. We're going to do a wind whistling ceremony. And those of you who've never joined the Wind Clan, there's a Wind Clan group over on Facebook. But this year, there have been about 350, 375 new wind whistlers all around the world. We extend from here in Palm Desert to Ireland, to New Zealand, to Australia. There's a wind whistler over in Finland. I mean, all over the world, this wind whistling is growing. Hey, Jody, how are you? And I'm very excited because when we all come together and we harmonize with the wind, we have an ability not to change things that are going on per se, but we have an ability to connect with the energy and transform it and find a relationship with this that is more helpful and that works for us and works for the wind. And for those of you who don't know, I'm the practical shaman, and I wrote this book, and you're probably seeing it in reverse, called Winds of Spirit. If I turn it around, you'll see the back cover. And Winds of Spirit brings back ancient wind wisdom that's been lost to this planet for thousands of years. And why the winds are blowing right now is because we need this information. Wind, like fire, transforms, but wind energy has a different ability where you can actually work with the wind energy as alchemy to transform. In a fire, it just boom. With the wind alchemy, you can actually attach into the different dynamics of the wind to make changes in your life and make changes in your neighborhood, which is so very important. This is the wind whistle, everyone. If you don't have one, you can get one on my website, thepracticalshaman.com, but you don't need one to be part of the ceremony because, as I said, we have 400 wind whistlers, and I can see from the lineup here on the live, lots of them are here to help. Today, I pulled a wind card out of the wind sack. Yes, wind gets carried in sacks. If you think of Fujin, the Japanese wind, he carries the wind. Feng Popo, Madame Feng Popo, she carries a wind bag. Lots of people, lots of traditions and cultures throughout time carried their wind on their back. So we carry our wind in a little sack, and I took the liberty of pulling one before I got on this call. And lo and behold, and those who are really wind believers know that this is true, lo and behold, this wind that I pulled was the wind that's on the website for the week already. Yes, it's Eurus, the wind of new beginnings, which so lines up with today being 11/11, because all of these ones are gateways to new beginnings, gateways to having new experiences, to letting things go that no longer serve us. And sometimes that's a little tricky when, it's a piece of property that we're so attached to, or some belongings, because right now the winds are really starting to blow in the world. And this is this Pachacuti they talked about, the Inca, the Peruvian Quechua talk about this turning over the world, the Aztecs, all of these different traditions all over the world talked about this time, but we didn't exactly know what it was. But what we are getting to see, hey Robert, is that these times are turbulent, and what it is, the old thing that they said that, I was at Nietzsche who said that hell is on earth. Well, we're getting a slow glimpse of that. It's a lot of our own making that's going to cause a lot of the issues that are up for us now. And there is an answer. There is hope. I have so much hope for us as humanity. I think that as we learn to get back in touch with nature and reconnect to those inner wisdom inside of us, that we are going to automatically throughout our lives do the right thing. Takes a little personal healing. And wow, the light's changing out here. It's really crazy. There's a haze, even though I'm two and a half hours from LA, that there's a haze over the sun today. So no matter where I've switched, the lighting seems to change today. So hopefully you can see me good. And let's get into the wind whistling. Okay? So all of my wind whistlers all over, raise your hands. Give us a heart if you're here and if you're going to watch later, because remember, in shamanic cultures and cosmology and many of the older traditions, time is not linear. There's time and space coordinates that happen, and this is this linear idea of time, and that goes along with some old ideas about there's a beginning and at the end there's some kind of judgment. Well, no, we're more on a timeline where you can have a space and time intersection with spirit at any time. And so that's what we're going to do when we call to the winds. We are actually going to go on a little journey. We're going to call to the east wind that's going to take us on this journey and go over and connect with the Santa Ana winds, which are shifting and blowing course and creating a lot of havoc in Los Angeles. I would love to say that that's the only thing going on in the world today, but it's not. All over the world, people are struggling. People have been leaving the planet in droves this year. I mean, I work at a small company, and we've lost 2 or 3 employees alone this year. And so, how do we hold that space of people coming and going and knowing that the wind always has our back, and we are moving into a space and time that's kind of outside of the old linear time where we can make magic happen, and wind alchemy is one of those ways. So I'm facing east, and I'm going to call to Eurus the east wind. I'm going to call in all of the directional winds. So wind believers, if you're here with your wind whistles, and those of you who are just here, close your eyes and let's call to these winds together and ask that we be in harmony and that we walk in peace with the wind. Eurus, the winds of the east, be with us here today as this wind clan and our friends gather together to say prayers for new beginnings, for new creations, for being in harmony as you come through and level what is no longer ours to work with in this lifetime. Let us find a place of peace. Let us find a place of acceptance. Help us find that place of gratitude where we can get new ideas, new beginnings as we walk through these times, these tumultuous winds of change. Aho. As you guide us through the south, let us tend to the emotional neighbor, those people who are in need. Let us be able to show up in harmony and help our brothers and sisters and the four-leggeds and the two-leggeds, everybody that's needing our help right now. Let us put our emotions aside so that we can show up available to our others, to their community. And in this place of our emotional healing, that together we can emerge as one community under one sun with one wind, steady wind blowing us today. As we blow the winds to the west, we stand with you, we stand with nature, we stand with our brothers and sisters who are going through physical loss and physical suffering. And we honor you that you're doing this work for all of us, that we may all walk more clearly, that we may all walk more gently, that we may all tread lighter on this path, that we can live in harmony with the birds and the four-leggeds. And we pray to all of these creatures, two-leggeds, four-leggeds, may you be safe. May you know love. May you know who your community is. We are here for you. We are praying with you. We are praying with the winds that they cooperate as they move through the land. We call to the north wind, the wind that lives beyond the furthest mountain. We call upon you today that you may show us as a spiritual community how we can hold ourselves, how we can walk in harmony on this planet, how we can connect with the winds, how we can connect with the water, how we can connect with all of our two-leggeds and all of the four-leggeds so that we may be in harmony, living in one with nature, living in one with each other, breaking down what separates us and finding what connects us as one. I'm going to ask the wind whistlers now to all play 3 wind whistles to bring us first the wind. We're going to bring Eurus in to ground us into the earth. We're going to ask Eurus to come in. And then we're going to ask Eurus to hold us as a community, as one community. Wind whistlers, I thank you. I thank everybody who's listening here, everybody who's walking a path of heart and a path of compassion on this day of 11/11, which is new beginnings. Sometimes we don't understand what these new beginnings look like, and things have to be cleared out and transformed. But we are with you. We stand with you. We stand with you under one sun, under one sky, on one earth, with one wind blowing for us all today. Thank you. I'm Renee, and I'm the Practical Shaman, and if you want to know more about wind work or the wind whistle, please join us over at the Wind Clan. Have an awesome day.